Welcome back, ladies and gents. So we have a little bit of news for you, so let's just get to it. Into the transfers we go. Well. So, yeah. One night I was kind of playing FM, decided to have a few drinks and look at some players that might be good to bring in. I'm looking around mainly for, attacking players, and while I kind of should have been looking for midfielders, but, oh well on that, to each their own. Anyway, so I come across this guy, Alexander Golovin from CSKA Moscow. Looked pretty good, so I thought, okay, I got to keep him in mind for the next few minutes, so I don't forget him. Well, if I added him to the short list, he'll just get lost in the myriad of players I already have there, so I'm not going to do that. But in my infinite drinking wisdom, I thought, oh, brilliant idea. Add him as a transfer target, why not? I don't have a director of football, or, I don't have anyone looking at him who should do anything about that with that, due to my staff restrictions. So I'll just keep him there and see if I find anyone else in the meantime. Well, I simmed about a half a day or so into the future, and apparently I was 100% wrong. My board had a kind of, they took it upon them to bid on him, which apparently he has a £13.25 million release clause, if anyone wants to know. And they also kind of negotiated his wages, all within a very short amount of time. So it's kind of funny how quickly it went, but all without my knowledge. So that kind of happened. So basically, in the end, the lesson we can learn from this is, drunk Sefian plus the transfer market really just don't mix. So, but like I said, we brought in Golovin. I mean, he does look pretty good for a deep line playmaker. 15 teamwork, always love the teamwork. Passing 14, technique 14, work rate is 16, another one I love. He's not terrific. I mean, you can see 4-star, possibly 5-star potential ability, so he's definitely one for the future. 3-star current. He can play all the way up the mids. He's not a bad player. I'm not sad that I got him. Would have been nice if I had actually just thought a little more into it, but oh well. But we did actually bring 2 more kiddos into the squad. Carl Eiting from from Ajax for Ajax for a whopping £7.5 million. One who can really slot in as kind of a backup to our midfield, who does lack some serious numbers. So he's another one with potential to boot. So definitely another signing for the future. And then finally, we do have Matt O'Reilly for $3 million from Fulham, another midfielder, and one whom I've read kind of a little bit about and has gobs of potential as well. So maybe some cup games here and there, and if the injuries continue to pile up, he can slot right in. But at 16 years of age, he's definitely another one for the future. So, me, I like my future buys. I've got a good squad here with Monaco. I don't really want to sell anyone right now. So we'll have to see what happens up to January, but, whatever. And for the outs, well, I might have done some really bad business here, but I kind of let Ronnie Lopez and Bashilia go on loan. Both to Galatasaray, however you want to pronounce that. I'm not Turkish. I apologize. We really, honestly, we just needed the money, and as we were in negative on the wages because of my wonderful buys and the offers they were just too good to be true. So originally I wanted to keep both in as rotational players, but let's just say my transfer business, like I said, has not been all that great. So I had to throw some out with my idiotic purchases in. Hopefully they'll come back stronger and ready for first team football. Both Bashilia and Ronnie Lopez are 21 apiece, so they are definitely going to be ones for the future. So with transfers over, you can see everything's been going on. Let's get to the schedule. So the last match you saw was our 2-0 loss to PSG. Sad, very, very sad. Johnny has not been a great buy so far. But so anyway, the Toulouse game I seem to specialize in, leaving things till late on. We didn't really get our first until the 71st minute from Balde, and then Jermerson knocked in our second 15 minutes later. A 2-0 win is really better than nothing, I guess, but I really wish it wasn't just, leaving it for so late. And then we have our Dijon game, where we lost 1-0. It was just a drop kick your laptop out the fucking window type of match. Down 1-0, Dijon gets a player red carded at 30 minutes, and we still can't manage anything from it. It was absolutely fucking ass load of shit players we had there. They did absolutely nothing. You can see Jovetic at a 6'4", Carrillo at a 6'5", Thomas Lamar at a 6'6", Diakabe at a 6'5". It was a bad day at the office. So we move on from that as quickly as we can, and we get a 2-0 win over FC Metz. I swear to God, why on earth is it always late goals that either screw us or seal it for us? Second half, 58th minute was our first goal from Jovetic. 59, a minute later with Glick. So for the Mets game, luckily it was the later. It was that sealed it for us, not screwed us. But luckily, 2 late goals really did get the win for us. We really did make it hard on ourselves, though, and especially when our first goal scorer comes down injured for 6 weeks in the 76th minute. It was another, a good win. Glad we won. Still not a good day at the office. We really could have done better. But then we have a 3-1 over Marseille. This is really just the match I wasn't sure what to do with tactically. My assistant manager wanted us to do a 4-3-3, so I did a sort of 4-3-3, 4-1-2-3 DM hybrid. Can you see the analysts? Yeah, it does say, 4-1-2-3 DM wide, but whatever you want to call it. I've been reading up on tactics on some Facebook groups and found one that looked interesting, so I kind of took that and tweaked it a bit to my player strengths and figured, we can see how it goes, and today, against 15th in the table Marseille, might as well, try and mix things up a bit. Well, the impact of the new formation was felt immediately. As you can see, we went down in the 26th minute. 1-0 by a goal by Tauvin? I don't know how to pronounce his name. The weird part was that the game didn't even show it. I don't understand why, but I was just confused as, I was just sitting here waiting for a highlight to happen, and then all of a sudden it popped up in the top, Marseille goal, and not even a replay, so absolutely no clue what happened there. At least a few minutes later, Falcao was able to bring us level with them with a great effort from a side cross. And then we start the second half, we score a few more, Keita Balde with a terrific cross into the head of Falcao in the 47th, and then a set piece inside the box. I don't understand that. That's not a penalty, but whatever. But anyway, from Moutinho finding the head of Glick for our third and final in the 64th. But then, just a minute later, Glick is sent off for a stupid effing tackle, and at least in the end we came out 3-1 winners. Should not have happened. But it did, and there we go. In the end, I do have to say everyone had a ton of chances in this match. Marseille hit the post, I don't even know how many times. But we definitely did more with ours and had better possession and everything. 21 shots, 11 on target. Not too shabby, I gotta say, but we are still conceding early and leaving our own goals until late on, which is just frustrating. Oh, and by the way, so you remember how I said loaning out Bashilia and Lopez was a bad idea? Yeah, Balde's injured for 4 to 5 weeks. Wow. Can this game just not give me an injury for one single freaking day? Seriously, international duty? I don't know. Seriously, that just needs to damn well go away. I can't do with it anymore. So, get back to the schedule. Our final game, Nice. This damn game, I swear to God. I was up 5-3 and was in the process of uploading their third goal to YouTube to show everyone how just a colossal screw-up by Subasic trying to play the ball with Balotelli and getting royally screwed in the process, but that's when FM18 decided to kick the bucket and freeze on me. Apparently I couldn't deal with Balotelli's embarrassment of my goalkeeper either. It was just horrible. So I had to start this one over, and with that, what a start it was. In about 20 seconds from the starting whistle, we were already up 1-0. So finally, we're starting to turn things around and not leave things so late on, but 6 minutes later, a screw-up with the Nice defense led to Lamar running in for an open ball and absolutely blowing it past Cardinale. Center back Congolo had a great shot from the box line just after about 20 minutes or so. It was, all around, it was a great goal. Minus the one goal by Nice. 4-1 win, I will absolutely take it any day of the week. So after all of that, how do we sit? Let's see, Ligue 1. You can see we sit 4th, 4-0-1. It's only 5 games, so not too bad. We are only 1 point below Dijon and Nantes. Nantes? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, either way, PSG and us sit side by side, only 1 goal differential away. So overall, we are not doing too bad. We just need a couple more wins and we should be good. But now on to today's match, our first foray into the Champions League. Let's take a look at who we have in our group. Group D. D for death, maybe? Man City, Monaco, Anderlecht, and Slavia Praha. Slavia Prague. So Man City is definitely going to be the tough one to deal with. Anderlecht is not a bad team. Obviously, we have Tielemans, who has played with Anderlecht for his entire youth setup. And Slavia Praha, Slavia Prague, I'm not too concerned about, at least not right now. Once we get there, we'll have to see. But we are at home today against Anderlecht. Let's get on with it and see what we can do. So, title odds. We are nowhere near 20-1. We should treat this competition as a good learning experience this time round and look to make an impact in future competitions. Thanks. So Anderlecht, wow, is that like a what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So is that like a 9-0-1? What the hell is that? So there is one other transfer that I did forget to mention. So Francisco Trincao has come in. He's a hot prospect from Braga. He's only 17 years old, so definitely, you know, not one to be coming in right now into the first team. But again, loads of potential. Current ability is only 1.5 stars. Definitely not a first teamer, or he probably won't find himself on the bench too often. But as a winger, dribbling, first touch, technique are pretty good. They definitely need to raise a little to be first team material. But 74, out of 100, he's got, analyst report says he's going to be a good player in the near future. But this is the team that it's going to be heading out of the pitch. Subasic in goal. Congolo keeps his place. Jemerson, Glick, and Sidibe also in the back four. So Lamar, Tielemans, and Gazal come into the attacking mids. Tielemans obviously playing up against his old club. Let's hope he can actually get one better on them. And then Falcao up front. So let's get into it. So you can see, that's just insane. 10 back, 1 up front. If we can close him down, I don't really know what they can do. But so let's set the opposition instructions, hand over the assistant. So you can see we're almost touching, shaking hands. I don't know what we're holding and shaking, but it's really not our hands. Fabinho, Moutinho, Lamar, anyone? No, there are just too many people behind that ball. Congolo bringing up to Moutinho, up to Tielemans, who I hope is really going to be a big factor in today's match. And in a good way, of course. I definitely don't want to see it in a bad way. But look at this. Even Mourinho doesn't play like this. I have never seen a team play so defensively. Oh! So Gazal just gets it right into their goalkeeper. Are we going to need to just pump it in the box? Maybe that's what we're going to do. Moutinho. Oh! That would have been a perfect start. But again, are we going to be leaving it till late on? And they bang it. This game, there are two things that this game has, and it all happens all the time. One is back passes. I don't understand why so many players love to back pass it. But the other is that just booting it off either your teammate or the other team, just basically off the back, off their backs, and it makes no sense. It happens God knows how many times a game. But if it works in our favor, it works in our favor. And passing, our team passing is horrible. That happens in both my saves. They just, good passes, good people, good players, you'd think they'd be able to pass it, with Fabinho getting a screwed up shot over goal. So we're heading into halftime, pretty even. 50% possession. They have 0 shots, 0 on target. We have 6-2. So Falcao, nope, over the bar. And there's halftime. That was the last kick of the half. So regained possession well in central areas, but lost a lot of possession in central areas. Struggled for possession in opposition's half. Over to Gazal, great work up, and just stolen. He should have just gone down, I'm sorry. He should have gone down for the penalty. Pretend like he broke your foot, I don't care. I want this win. Nope, right at Sells. City was at a 75. So we're working it into the box. We're just not getting good shots off. But why is everyone so tired? Oh yes! Gazal finally breaks the scoring egg. The 55th minute. Finally move up. 1-0 over Anderlecht. I think it came off the head of another player too. So they're working it up. I'm not a big fan of that. Great job, Subasic. Why do all the fans look like they work at a Target? Those shirts are... I know that there are jerseys, but they're all the same. Oh, Lamar, come on, guys, get creative. Oh, how do you blow past those two players? Oh my lord, I almost had a heart attack right there. That was great defending, but the ball never should have come in there. Oh no, thank you, Sulisic, saving us. Keep it out of the box, please, for just a couple more minutes. 5 more minutes. That's all I ask. Please, 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 please. 5 more minutes. Okay, there we go. Falcao up. And can't get it around Cells, who's got to be like 20 feet tall. This is why I say that the graphics do look improved, but not, 100%. There's still some work to do. And that is full time. 1-0 over Monaco. Over Anderlecht. Thank God. 15 shots, 7 on target, 11 total fouls. João Moutinho at a 7.9, Fabinho with only a 6.7. So we secure a victory and get some money in there. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So that does it for me now. But schedule-wise, let's see. We have Strasbourg, Lille, and Man City. I'm probably not going to do the Man City. I may do the Lyon game. I may do the Montpellier game. I don't know. One of those games will be the next episode. There may be some time in between those games simply because I've got people in town and I'm not able to record as often. But we'll see. It'll all depend on the time that I have to put into this. Obviously, it's not my day job, so that time is just a little diminished. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Take care, as always, and enjoy.